Okay, so today we're going to look into something pretty wild, and I think it's something that we all kind of know about on the surface,
Yeah.
but we're going to try and go a little deeper today and really kind of get into it,
Mm,
and that is deepfakes.
yeah.
Um, and you know, we see these things kind of pop up in the news every now and then.
Right.
We see, uh, a fake Tom Cruise or a fake Barack Obama or something like that,
Yeah.
giving some kind of a speech.
Yeah.
Um, but it's actually something that's a lot more serious than just these kind of funny videos that we see.
Right.
And it can actually be a really big problem.
It is.
So today we're going to be looking into a company that's trying to fight back against this,
Okay.
and using some pretty incredible technology to do it.
Interesting.
The company is called Neural Defend.
Neural defend.
Yeah. And we're going to be looking at a recent news article about their pre-seed funding round,
Okay.
to get a sense of what they're doing and how they're doing it.
Sounds good.
So yeah, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
So this article from was it VentureBeat?
VentureBeat.
VentureBeat, yeah. So it says that Neural Defend has secured over $600,000 in pre-seed funding,
Wow.
which is pretty impressive for a company at such an early stage.
Yeah. That's a pretty significant chunk of change for, pre-seed.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and some of the investors involved are Inflection Point Ventures, which was the lead investor,
Yeah.
MIT, SBXI, Techstars, and Sunicorn Ventures.
Wow. Some big names in there.
Yeah, so I mean, what does that tell you about the potential of this technology that they're developing?
I mean, it tells you that the investors are seeing something big here.
Right.
I mean, to get that kind of money at that early stage,
Yeah,
it means that they're seeing a real need for this.
yeah,
And they're seeing that Neural Defend is a company that can potentially meet that need.
right. And they believe in the team, and they believe in the technology.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, before we get into how Neural Defend is actually tackling this problem,
Sure.
can you kind of give us some context on the deepfake landscape as it is now?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, how serious of a threat are we actually talking about?
So, deepfakes are a serious threat,
Yeah.
and they're getting more serious all the time.
Okay.
Like you were saying earlier, we're not just talking about those kind of funny videos anymore.
Right.
The technology is getting so good so fast
Yeah.
that it's becoming increasingly difficult to tell the difference between a real video and a fake one.
Wow.
And this poses a huge risk for businesses, governments, individuals, you name it.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine how this could be used for all sorts of nefarious purposes.
Oh, absolutely.
Like spreading misinformation or propaganda.
Yes.
Or even blackmailing people.
Exactly. And it's already happening.
Wow.
We've seen cases of deepfakes being used to create fake news videos.
Right.
To discredit politicians and to scam people.
Scary.
It is scary, and it's
Yeah.
only going to get worse.
So what is Neural Defend actually doing to combat this?
So Neural Defend is using AI
Okay.
to detect deepfakes.
Okay, so they're fighting fire with fire.
Exactly. They're using the same technology that's being used to create deepfakes to
Right.
detect them.
So how does that work?
So their AI models are trained on massive data sets of both real and fake videos,
Okay.
and they learn to identify the subtle differences
Okay.
that distinguish a deepfake from a real video.
So, like, what kind of differences are we talking about?
So there are a lot of different things that the AI looks for,
Okay.
but some of the most common ones are inconsistencies in facial movements.
Like little twitches or something.
Exactly, like the way the eyes blink or the mouth moves,
Okay.
or artifacts in the image.
Backs.
Yeah, like weird distortions or blurring
Okay.
that are often left behind by the deepfake algorithms.
Interesting.
And they can even analyze the audio of a video.
Really?
Yeah, to listen for inconsistencies in the voice.
Wow. So they're really looking at everything.
They're using a multimodal approach,
Multimodal.
which means they're analyzing data from multiple sources.
Okay.
So video images, audio, even text.
Wow. So it's not just about looking at the video itself.
No, it's about looking at the whole picture,
Right.
and cross-referencing all of that data.
To get a more accurate assessment.
Exactly.
So is that what makes Neural Defend's technology so unique?
It's definitely part of it.
Okay.
Most deepfake detection technologies are only focused on one or two data types,
Okay.
but Neural Defend is taking a more holistic approach.
Right.
And that's what makes their technology so effective.
So it's like they're casting a wider net,
Exactly.
and they're more likely to catch the deep fakes that way.
Right.
So the article mentions that Neural Defend is focusing on finance first,
Mm-hmm.
working with fintech companies and financial institutions
Right.
on things like video verification and
Yes.
know your customer KYC compliance.
Hmm.
So what are the implications of this for like online banking security and fraud prevention?
Well, the implications are huge.
Okay.
Um, as we were talking about earlier, deepfakes can be used to bypass security protocols.
Right.
So, for example, someone could create a deepfake video of you
Uh,
to access your bank account.
that's scary.
It is scary, and it's a real threat.
Yeah.
So Neural Defense technology can be used to verify the identity of customers,
Okay.
and to make sure that they're actually who they say they are.
So it's like an extra layer of security.
Exactly. It's like having a deepfake lie detector,
Wow.
so that you can be sure that the person you're talking to is actually a real person.
And not some AI-generated imposter.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool technology.
So the article also mentions that Neural Defend's mission is to redefine identity protection and fraud prevention on a global scale.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the broader societal benefits of having effective deepfake detection technology?
Well, I think the biggest benefit is that it can help to restore trust
Okay.
in our digital world.
Yeah, because right now it seems like anything could be fake.
Exactly. And that's a big problem.
Right.
It erodes our trust in the media,
Yeah.
in our institutions, and in each other.
So if we can start to reliably detect deepfakes,
Yeah.
then maybe we can start to rebuild that trust.
Exactly. And that's what Neural Defend is trying to do.
So it's not just about protecting businesses and individuals
No, it's about protecting society as a whole.
from the dangers of misinformation and manipulation.
Exactly.
So to kind of wrap things up here,
Okay.
I think the main takeaway is that Neural Defend is really at the forefront of this fight against deepfakes.
I agree.
They've developed some really innovative technology,
Yeah.
and they've attracted some significant investment,
They have.
which shows that people believe in what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and their focus on multimodal detection and applications in finance
Yeah.
makes them a company to watch. So I think that's about all the time we have for today.
Okay.
But any final thoughts before we go?
Yeah, I would just say that while technology is advancing rapidly, awareness and education about deepfakes are equally crucial.
Right.
We need to be more discerning consumers of online information,
Yeah,
and we need to teach our kids how to do the same.
absolutely. That's a great point.
Because the deepfakes are only going to get better.
Yeah,
So we need to get smarter about how we consume information online.
right. So question everything, be critical, think about the source.
Exactly.
Well, that's a great note to end on.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
And to all of our listeners out there,
Yes.
stay vigilant and stay informed.
Be careful out there.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.